golf, gangsters, and chicken?
I'm in your city tonight, and these lights make me feel so inspired.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Austin for Brown and Robertson Real Estate. Today we're taking a look at some of the things that I wish I knew before I moved to Springfield, Missouri. But before we dive into it, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hey, listen, if you're a local, leave me a comment on what you think we should have added to this list. All right, let's get to it. So first of all, golf in Springfield is serious business. Now, I didn't know this, like I said, prior to moving here. I wasn't even a golfer, and I'm still, frankly, pretty bad at it. But golf is a big deal in Springfield. There are actually 9 courses in Springfield, and then another 6 within 20 minutes of town. 4 of the 9 are actually ran by our Springfield Park Board, and another 5 are actually ran by private country clubs. In fact, the River Cut Golf Course was ranked #1 as a municipal golf course in Missouri by Golf Digest, and Deer Lake, which we do tend to play a lot, is a really awesome flat 18-hole course with a nice blend of open and wooded areas and a really neat tunnel that runs underneath I-44. In my opinion, Millwood is probably the most beautiful golf course around. It is a residential golf course, fantastic homes in the area. It sits just outside of Ozark and does feel especially challenging. There are also several breathtaking golf courses just south of Springfield when you hit the Branson area. Big Cedar Lodge is quickly becoming known as America's great next golf destination, with courses designed by some of the top names in the golf game. Now, this does include people like Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, and of course, as you know, probably the most recent one is Tiger Woods. Speaking of Tiger Woods, this includes Paynes Valley, which he designed and opened in 2020. This course displays, in my opinion, the most natural range of beauty of the Ozarks. It is stunning. It does also have a 19th hole, which is called The Rock, and is a great place to settle a bet or a tie if you've made it that far, going neck and neck. We also have some of the top mini golf options around. Again, if you travel just a little bit south down to Branson, you can mini golf in pretty much any environment you want. You can mini golf with pirates or dinosaurs or the Hollywood stars. Additionally, Springfield also has Backwoods Golf, which is a little driving range just outside of town with an awesome twist on it. You can walk into Backwoods with basically no experience, hit and drive unlimited balls, belly up to the bar, do some karaoke, hang out with your friends. The Top Tracer system offers a lot of really fun games, including hitting the ball closest to the pin, longest drive challenges, a version of a points game, or my personal favorite, which is a virtual simulation of a bunch of great golf courses from around the country. You can play individual holes. It's a lot of fun. All right, next, it's a big town, but there is so much scenic beauty. We have a great downtown, lots of shopping, undoubtedly some of the best food, but according to the All Trails app, which if you don't have, I highly recommend you download, there are also 141 beautiful trails inside of Springfield, Missouri. And that is just one part of the beauty of our area. There are also over 90 parks that cover Springfield. This includes Lake Springfield, which has a couple of great trails on it, including the James River Greenway Trail, the Lake Springfield Park Trail, and the Greater Ozarks Trail. The park has over 150 acres of some amazing, fantastic bluffs, and of course, shorelines of the lake. Now, another place that I actually did know about before I moved to Springfield, but I forgot about, was Wilson's Creek. You see, when I was a kid in elementary school, we actually traveled up here to Springfield and did a full day tour of the battlefield, and it was amazing. So just to jump back into 4th grade for you, the Battle of Wilson's Creek was a pivotal battle in Missouri and the second major one of the Civil War. Over 2,500 soldiers lost their lives, and the fighting took a little more than 5 hours. Now that's over with, and it's been a long time. It is one of the most gorgeous scenic areas in the area. It does have a self-guided road that you can travel and explore. There are all kinds of things to see, cabins, the actual battlefield, and a lot of beauty. So if you haven't checked it out, I do highly recommend it. And I will tell you, these are just two of many. We are occasionally uploading hiking and trail videos, so be sure to keep your eye out for those on the channel. Next, we have a chicken strip. Yeah, you heard that right. Not we eat chicken strips. We have a chicken strip. This one's a little newer. It wasn't here when I moved here, but if I was moving to Springfield today, this is one I would definitely like to know about. It's a stretch of road at Campbell and Sunshine, which has insane congestion due to the notion that people are out getting chicken sandwiches. Now, I know it sounds wild, but hear me out. There are multiple chicken restaurants all lined one after the other down this section. Back in November of 2020, civil engineers noticed that people were magically slowing down right at that area over 7 seconds longer than any other spot on their normal path. It has actually been now a little over half a year since the last edition, which was Raising Cane's in the chicken strip. And believe it or not, it's actually gotten worse. In fact, drivers heading westbound on Sunshine or north on Campbell are actually being delayed more than they were in November. That stretch of Sunshine Street was already expected to have, higher rates with Raising Cane's coming in to complete the mega chicken strip, but it is just absolutely crazy. There are cars literally sitting in the road causing congestion. In fact, it's rather comical. You drive down the chicken strip and you actually see restaurants have recruited and purchased large flashing street signs that ask you to not park in the street to get a chicken sandwich. Springfield city officials have actually stated that once that particular intersection gets blocked from the congestion, that it takes up to 15 minutes to clear and get back to normal traffic flow. So moving to Springfield, that is definitely something I would want to know to avoid the chicken strip. Like I said, that's something I just stay away from altogether. I do find it rather hilarious though. If you dare to venture to this lost land of poultry, you can find yourself with one of the new McDonald's chicken sandwiches, a bucket from KFC, some delicious strips from Raising Cane's, a perfect Chick-fil-A sandwich, or a spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's. Another thing too, Chick-fil-A is essentially a religion here. I was not aware. All right, you can go mural hunting in Springfield. That's right, get your Instagram ready to roll. Springfield is in a very conservative area of the southwest part of Missouri, but shines through with our large art culture. The implementation of art over the past few years has gone a long way with making Springfield so much more beautiful, in my opinion. Springfield is home to some incredible artwork by muralist and artist alike. Those two are apparently different. There are over 40 incredible murals around Springfield you can take photos with. We have quite a few butterfly wings around town. That is an easy one to find. In fact, the young lady who painted the majority of those actually has painted butterfly wings on 6 of the 7 continents. The Dickerson Park Zoo, in my opinion, is probably the mecca for mural hunting. They are spread all over the zoo, from random butterflies to the giant eagle's wings. You can literally find a mural at just about every corner to take a photo with. My personal favorite here in Springfield is the Do Good mural on Commercial Street. It's incredibly simple, but gives you a very positive and motivational feeling. Commercial Street is actually home to a lot of amazing art. And of course, the iconic Greetings from Springfield mural on the side of the Discovery Center, which is a place your children will want to go if you do move here. Now, if you already live here and you haven't spent a day there, I highly recommend it. Lastly, let's talk about the one that really the locals only know about, the Ferris Bueller mural. That's right, just like the movie. You can find this Ferris Bueller mural right behind the businesses Imaginational and 417 Artifacts on historic C Street. See, I told you C Street had awesome art. And this doesn't even begin to touch all the amazing art and murals you find around town, but that is why it's called mural hunting. Get out there and start exploring. You never know what you're gonna find. Lastly, and a fact that's gotten brought up a lot since I've lived here, is that John Gotti died here. Yep, that John Gotti, the Teflon Don, the one who rose up and seized control of the Gambino crime family through a murderous coup and then flashed his power during his reign as a mafia boss. And then, of course, as you know, eventually got caught back in 1992 after one of the largest and lengthiest trails of any mobster in American history. He was convicted on 13 different criminal counts, including obviously murder and then racketeering, and followed up just closely with obstruction of justice. So it's no surprise that Gotti got life in prison. In fact, when he was convicted, he had his arms crossed and gave a little smirk right there to the judge as he was sentenced. He was immediately let out and flown on a helicopter to Marion, Illinois, where he was supposed to live out all of the rest of the days of his life. And of course, that was going to be in solitary confinement. That was until cancer, of course, got the best of him. So he was then transferred to one of Springfield's largest employers, which again is something I learned moving here, the U.S. Medical Center for Federal Prisoners. He lived out his last days between a private area in Cox Hospital, of course, highly protected and supervised, the medical center, and then the prison. Even after dying, Gotti caused havoc. His body was fought over in Nixa, which is a suburb of Springfield, because the warden's agreement with the funeral home didn't exactly match up with the Gambino family wishes. Well, there you have it. There's a few things about Springfield that make it a unique and fun place to live. I literally learn new things about this city every single day. If you're considering making a move to Springfield or the surrounding areas, I would love to discuss your journey with you and guide you through it. You can feel free to shoot me a phone call or a text at the number below. You can also view homes in Springfield for free in the link which I provided in the description box. You guys have a great day. Welcome to the Show Me State.